Hello and welcome to a new video. Today we're going to take a look again at another spin the wheel challenge, and this time around we're going to have a lot of the buffed Pokemon for this season. I didn't put every of them in there because there are a lot of them that don't make any sense at all. I put everything basically in there that I think has a little bit of play at least, or might be interesting to take a look at, as well as the Pokemon that I've built already. For example, we can take a look at Lairon if we're going to get it, which has now the buffed Iron Tail, which is still garbage, but might be interesting. So there are a lot of interesting Pokemon that are kind of meta, and there are also a lot of Pokemon that are not really meta. So let's take a look what we're going to get here immediately and start immediately into the battles as well. First, I'm going to be Staraptor. We're going to remove the Pokemon as well, but Staraptor is already a great start to this video. We're going to have Poliwrath, so it's actually a very decent call. Kinda gets destroyed by the Lantern though. And the last one for the first team is going to be Ludicolo, which is going to most likely run Razor Leaf for me, for this team at least. Going on to the first game, we're going to start with the Poliwrath as our lead with the new Icy Wind plus also the buffed Scald. We're going to have as a Say-Swap the Shadow variant of our Staraptor, and we're going to not encounter a Lantern in the lead, which is already a great thing, and also we're going to have a great lead in general. As they're going to swap out into the Tapu Fini, we're going to have our Ludicolo with the Razor Leaf in the back, which is going to be able to completely shred through them. This can still be a little bit of an issue though if the opponent is going to have the Lantern in the back. We're going to maybe have some issues here, but we're going to be able to just let this move go through. It's going to be the Moonblast, it's going to hurt me quite a bit, and you're most likely going to encounter now afterwards again the opponent's Gustlord coming in, but they still can maybe fear my potential what's called Ice Beam here, but I'm gonna go for the Leaf Storm. Yes, Scald is the buffed move here, but I cannot really go for it if Leaf Storm is going to be the hardest hitting move. And the opponent's deciding to let this move go through, which does make quite some sense. But like this, I'm going to be able to swap back into my Poliwrath. They're going to be locked into this matchup for a little bit. I'm going to let this move go through, and I should be able to Icy Wind whatever comes back in later on. So we will see the Dragon Claw coming through. They should be switch locked still, and I can farm them all the way down. So this is going to be really decent for me. As we can now see what they're going to have in the back, it's going to be the Azumarill, and I think we're going to be okay here. What I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna stay in until they're going to throw against me, and I can just go for the Icy Wind the entire time. This is a guaranteed debuff. I'm not going to risk the Scald here either. We had two Pokemon with Scald, and I'm not even gonna go for it, but I should be able to just go for more and more Icy Winds now, and I feel like this might be really decent for me here. So if I'm going to debuff the opponent far enough, basically, I might be able to just even survive an Ice Beam with my other boy, with my Staraptor. And I'm going to keep my shields for the Staraptor as well, so I'm going to let this move go through. And they're going to go for the Poliwrath, allowing me to swap now into my Staraptor. And Staraptor is going to have Wing Attack already, which is going to chunk quite a bit. We're going to see the opponent going for a few fast moves here. I'm going to overfarm by quite a bit, so I can now align my charge moves perfectly. But I don't even know if I need my charge moves here. Let's see, they are running Hydro Pump. This is amazing for us because now the opponent is going to need more energy for the charge moves. But of course also a Hydro Pump easily would be able to knock me out. So let's take a look here. We're going to be able to hit the Fly. Fly is coming through and gonna get the knockout. 2 shields left on the opponent's side where he's still going to be able to win this one. So this was a very good one in the beginning. So let's take a look here at the next one. We're going to get Arctibex, which you definitely have to still give the Icy Wind. We're going to get the secondary Pokemon, the Vigoroth, which is a great move, like core in general, but you kind of want to have the Vigoroth as a Say-Swap, so hopefully something good against fighting types in the lead. It's going to be the Wigglytuff, so I see you right back. And we are back with the second game now. It didn't even take me that many charged hymns, so that's going to be fine for me. The lead is going to be our Wigglytuff. We're going to have the Say-Swap of the Vigoroth, and let's see what they're going to run here. They're going to have a Swampert in the lead. That's going to be fine for me. I'm going to swap out though, because I'm going to have a better matchup there, and this is going to be actually kind of okay for me. I think this is my better matchup for me in the general, because the opponent is running the Skarmory, and I have still some neutral play now thanks to the Rock Slide, which now got added onto this Pokemon. So we're going to see, like in this video, basically all the move updates, which is kind of cool as well. So yeah, that's going to be a decent one for us. They can go for the Sky Attack, and they're going to be able to definitely force a shield here for me, because if they go for a Brave Bird, which would be kind of cool for me actually, please do that. They do not. I would be able to just go for a Body Slam, but like this, I can overfarm by a little bit. I win CMP, no matter what. They're going to still have the Swampert, which I would like to align against my Pokemon in the back anyway. But I feel like they're going to have most likely another Flying type in the back with the Talonflame, I would imagine. So I might have to keep my shield a little bit for that. So if they're going to shield this move up, which they don't, okay. That's going to be a little bit of a tough one, because they're going to go straight for the charge move here. I'm gonna hard read that they're going to have the Talonflame in the back, which does not really help me out too much here because I'm still going to be in a tough spot. But let's take a look if this is going to work out for me. Hydrocan comes through. I'm gonna go back into my Wigglytuff expecting that they have the Talonflame in the back. Let's see if my call is correct here. That's why a lot of people I think like those kind of videos as well, because I can show at least how I try to play my games when I actually try hard. But the opponent is staying in here, so maybe my call is like wrong with that. Could be the case here. I'm going to be able to let this move go through. It's going to be the Hydro. Can I swap out now? They're going to go straight, hopefully, for the next one. But I can farm them down in time, and this is amazing. It's not going to be the Talonflame, it's going to be the Lickitung. But I'm going to still kind of play it in a similar way. I can just go for the Icy Wind now, and they cannot really do anything about it. I will be able to debuff their opponent's attack. And so this is going to be amazing for me as this Icy Wind is coming through. We're gonna get the attack drop, and the opponent is like staring against literally a wall for him. So there is nothing they can do in the second game. Again, like this is the cool thing about Spin the Wheel as well. I just enjoy how you're going to be able to just use some random Pokemon. You still can come up again, like with a lot of wins with those. Like honestly, I feel like I only had one Spin the Wheel challenge so far, which went a little bit bad, but I think I did like 3 or 4 before already, and they all went really positive for me. So this challenge is really fun. So if you want to have some fun as well, maybe try it out yourself. I think I actually saw some comments as well where people tried it out themselves and had some fun with it. So yeah, easy win, and we can move on to the next one. So we can spin already actually. Next Pokemon. Going to be Salazzle. We had a video about this Pokemon recently, so I enjoy this quite a bit. We have Litleo, so double fire already, which is something that I don't really enjoy. Hopefully not triple fire. Definitely going to be scary against any kind of water type Pokemon, but let's see what we can do with a triple fire team. Honestly, I cannot see this go anywhere, because like I basically encounter every single time a water type Pokemon on any kind of team, so this is going to be horribly wrong. Vigoroth, horrible lead already, that's great for me. I can swap out at least. I went for the Litleo and the lead just because it has a fighting type weakness and I have 2 good answers for fighting type Pokemon in the back. But actually I'm going to be able to get to some charge moves here, which is kinda nice. But again, it's going to be so bad because Vigoroth has access to Rock Slide. So, oh man, that's going to be so tough. But look at the damage of Incinerate. It is madness, isn't it? Like, honestly, this thing is just chunking away. Weather Ball coming through. That's going to be okay. I want to go for another fast move first. This is kind of silly by me. So, what is my play? My play... Okay, they're going to let this move go through. And this is how we get rid of their only water-type Pokemon. This is already kind of decent, as we're going to be able to see Impita here, I think, as well. I'm forced to go... this is still going to be a tough one, though. Because we know Shield down. Yeah, like it's going to be so bad. Joe went most likely for the Dragon Pulse here and then instead. They're gonna go for Flame Charge, guarantee. Yep. And I have to swap into my Litleo. And I have to... I don't even know. There's nothing that I can do here. Oh, if I went for a no shield, I would have been... Like, the opponent plays so bad. It is so sad because the opponent plays really, really bad, and I would have been able to at least do something here. Ah, no. Oh, man. That's so sad, man. Because, like, I would have definitely been able to do something there if I just let this move go through. I had still a shield left now, and I would have been able to just go into my Talonflame, hopefully, and would have had a great time then. But, that is so sad because they play, like, so bad. They could have already won this game at this point of time. But, yeah, Vigoroth is going to go for the Rock Slide. It does going to get the knockout here, and that's going to be also it for this game. Sadly, Vigoroth was already more of a kill than the, Water-type Pokemon Force. So, this is going to be a little bit sad here for us, but the Litleo is going to go down. If I let the move go through, if I let the Flame Charge go through, I think it would have been my only play as well, so... it's sad, but like triple fire, what can I do? Next team. We're gonna get Greedent first, which is going to be very cool for me. I like Greedent quite a bit. Played it recently. We're actually gonna play Iron Tail Lairon. I don't want to play this Pokemon, but I guess we have to now at this point. And Tentacruel. This can actually be very weak against Ground-type Pokemon, but we will see. At least I have a Pokemon for the thumbnail now, I would say, with the Lairon, but let's see what we can do here for the next game coming up. Are we going to encounter... We're going to have the Tentacruel, of course, in the lead. literally what I said in the beginning. We're going to be insanely weak against ground-type Pokemon, and what do we encounter in the beginning? We're going to encounter a ground-type Pokemon. That is amazing for me. Like, I'm forced to stay in here. Like, I'm literally going to be forced to stay in. I can go ahead and go for one shield. It's going to be the Mud Bomb. I have a 50% chance to debuff the opponent's attack now with the next Scald. And I feel like I should be able to survive another charge move after this because of this. Maybe. If this is going to work, like 50% chance is 50% chance. They're going to use a shield. I'd get the attack drop actually, so maybe that was the smart play. I have no idea. We will find out very shortly. But, yeah, I'm going to be able to let this move go through. I think I still survive it now because of the debuff. Let's see. I will be able to very easily, actually. And I can even still go for another charge move. Yeah, no, it's going to be a CMP tie, and I lose the CMP tie against the Quagsire. I did not know about this one. This kind of ruins my plans. Should have went for the Acid Spray instead then. But I can at least align my Greedent now, and they swap out into the Umbreon. But they are not prepared for Iron Tail Lairon. Still, I'm fairly certain that Metal Claw is the better move to go for. But we don't really care too much about it. We definitely do not really care too much about this one. We're going to be able to just take those foul plays like honestly, it's still going to hurt quite a bit. But I can reach, hopefully, the Rock Side now in time, and this is going to do a ton of damage against the opponent. Shadow Lairon, having a great moveset other than the fast move, going to get some damage out of here against the opponent's Umbreon. And hopefully I can still reach a move after this. It's going to be a tough one. But if I reach one, I feel like I might be able to put them into Mud Shot down range, which would be cool. But we have to see what the opponent is going to try to do here. They might actually want to go for their own charge move now. But let's see. They're going to stay in. They allow me to go for my own charge move. That's going to be nice. Body Slam is coming through. This is going to maybe get the knockout, but it's going to be a close one here. As we're gonna get the shield, that's going to be very cool for me. But I am forced, of course, to go for the Body Slam eventually. Against Quagsire, I just have to hit them with a Trailblaze, so I'm going to be okay for that. Foul Play is not going to do too much damage, but I'm fairly certain that Body Slam is not going to do okay, it doesn't really matter anyway. I'm forced to hope that he is not into Snarl now. I'm gonna go for 4 fast moves. It's a little bit ballsy, but I think I kind of have to force that. So hopefully I can go for that. I can go for that. So this is going to get the knockout. I get a ton of energy with that. I still have my shield left. I know that I can knock out the Quagsire. It just depends on what they have in the back now. Can I win with a little bit of energy in the shield? I can't. It's Deoxys. Literally the worst possible matchup again. There's not a lot that I can do about it, but it is going to be okay. Even with Crunch, there was nothing that I can do here, so yeah, maybe still swap out and I can... Yes, I can still get the knockout. This was what I kind of predicted, just to troll a little bit. It does not matter at all, but I just want to get the knockout against the Quagsire. I predicted that the opponent predicts me to go for a charge move there, which is just hilarious, but it does not really matter at all. So let's move on to the next one, and the final one for today. Depends if we're going to go positive or not. We're going to get the Wishcast, which is already a great start for it. Wishcast for the first one. Suicune, which is going to be a little bit more of an awkward one. Please, not triple water. For the final battle here, we're going to encounter, hopefully not an electric type, not a grass type would be nice. Especially grass type would be really devastating if we're going to encounter this. Dragonite is not way better either, but I can at least swap out into my Suicune, get a shield advantage maybe. And, oh, I don't even get the shield advantage, I think. I'm forced to try to hope for... Oh, they're going to swap out, that's fine. You can go for the Scald now. I have the Azumarill on the back, so it's going to be fine for the Dragonite. They don't have a grass type with that. I think they don't have a grass type and they don't have the Lantern either, and I get the attack drop here, and I might even be able to get a shield. This should be just the Ice Punch or the Power Punch. I don't think this is a Dynamic Punch, so I'm gonna get the shield advantage or the switch advantage, and I would like switch a little bit more, but I take both. I'm gonna go for one fast move first, because it's going to allow the opponent to get a little bit more farm, which is going to be fine if they're going to try to farm me down afterwards, so like basically some energy goes to waste. And the Scald is gonna get the shield, which I'm fine with. They're gonna get another attack drop, and so they're kinda fodder for my Wishcast. I'm just gonna swap into my Wishcast. After the normal variant, normal is a little bit better for the Scald variant in my opinion. As you're going to be able to just let this move go through. It's going to be the Dynamic Punch very likely, exactly, but it's double debuffed, and as you can see, it does not do any damage at all. And so I can overfarm it quite a bit, and now I have 2 Mud Bombs stored. They're going to let this move go through most likely, but I have a shield advantage. I have energy on this Pokemon. I have an Azumarill with Bubble, Ice Beam, and Play Rough. So I'm fairly certain I'm still going to be in a decent position as I can swap out immediately because a Dragonite has a move start already. I am forced to swap out here. Let's see, they're gonna swap out into the Dragonite, most likely they do. And so I can go into my Azumarill, and there's going to be a Quagsire in the back. And this is playable. This is a very playable. And I'm forced to basically shield everything up here from the opponent's Quagsire though. So I'm going to use a shield here. It would be a little bit awkward if the opponent runs Hurricane on their Dragonite, but the likelihood is very low there. They're gonna go for the Stone Edge, I can go for the Play Rough, and thanks to the Bubble buff, and thanks to them being Shadow, I'm fairly certain that a 1 Play Rough plus a little bit more Bubble damage is going to be all it takes to knock them out here. And we're gonna see, they're gonna shield, this is fine for me, but I can get more Bubble damage in here, and they can go for their charge move now, but I'm still going to be fine, I think. They're going to be forced to bait, they might not gonna bait here, they are not gonna bait here. That's going to be fine for me, as now I can just go for the Play Rough. This should get the knockout against the opponent, and 1 Ice Beam of course is going to be enough there. If this does not get the knockout, I should be able to swap out even into my... Oh, I cannot actually knock them out with that. That's going to be a little bit more of an awkward one, and they can still get to a move. So, this game is unlike what I thought it would, not over yet, because the opponent can go for a Stone Edge here, do a significant amount of damage, and they're still going to have the Dragonite, which just has 1 move stored, and this Ice Beam is going to completely put them into the Shadow Realm, and so we were able to completely succeed another episode of the Spin the Wheel series here, allowing us to get a 3-2 victory against a lot of tryhard teams with my triple water team, and I also had a triple fire team, which kind of happens the entire time, which I feel like I had like the starter edition. We also had like those triple typing teams. But this is going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, if you do enjoy this kind of series, feel free to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you then. Bye bye.